Thank you for your support and for watching avivTarot. This is a general pick-a-card reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Not everything will apply. My readings are meant to be constructive and not destructive. I give readings to empower you. I will be honest in what I see and will not give you false hopes or empty promises in order to keep you happy. I will be compassionate and sensitive to your feelings and will not judge or condemn. Energies are ever-changing. You are still the master of your own destiny. Hi everyone, thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do another pick a card reading, and today's going to be a quick fast one as well. We are going to take a look at in which area we're going to get a big transformation. Big transformation in which area? I would say if we're going to put a timeline, like within the next 6 months, okay, at the most, I would say the quickest, could be tomorrow, up to like 3 months will be most accurate. In my personal experience, up to like about 6 months. I think that would be like the maximum timeline, okay? So, transformation coming our way, in which area within, the next 3 to 6 months, if we're really gonna put a timeline to it, okay? But it could happen quickly. It could take a slightly, time. But we're going to take a look at in which area. So we have 3 different piles, 1, 2, and 3. And we are using the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And then the Karma cards, which is the astrology cards. Okay, and take your pick. And if you need more time, you can pause the video now. And timestamps are going to be in the description box below, as well as in the message box. And also on the timeline. All right, I'm going to start with pile number 1. All right, if you chose pile number 1, let's take a look at in which area you're going to get the biggest transformation. Oh my gosh, look, you got the change card. We're talking about big transformation or just transformation, and you got the change. So I think in all areas, okay, this is a general reading. So there's lots of people watching, so it could be any area because you got the change card. We'll take a look at in which particular area using these 2 cards, but how it's going to change, some sort of a change is definitely coming for pile number 1. Okay, there's transformation. So I would say, like, if you got this card, maybe you wanted to start prepping yourself, maybe, right? There are changes coming, or maybe this also means that you need to change too, right? You need to get get a little bit of like push, maybe not pushing it to start, but like maybe kickstart it, right? Kickstart the change. So it could be a passive thing, but you can also be actively participating within the change or getting the change started, right? All right, so let's take a look at in which area. We got Capricorn. And then we got Mercury. Okay, so because of the planets, and then we got the sign. Usually in which area we're looking at the houses. Okay, so I'm going to correspond with the house that it's corresponding with. So the Capricorn sign is usually connected to the 10th house. Okay, Mercury, there's 2 houses. One is the 3rd house. One is the 6th house. So you got 3 different places that there might be a huge change or transformation coming your way. The first one is in your career, okay? Your career, your path. And we got the 6th house, which is career, work. So job, career, work area, there's going to be a huge change, transformation coming. The 6th house is also health. 6th house is also about services, okay, or daily routines. So there might be some habit change as well, or maybe things are coming and you're forced to change your routine or your daily things, and maybe you have to have a new hobby or your habit. It's not hobby, but more of a habit type of things. So you might have to pick up a better habit. Maybe you want, see, I would go for a better type of transformation, becoming a better version of ourselves, right? So instead of picking up a bad habit, I would pick a better habit or replace a bad habit with a good one, right? So there might be changes coming in with your habits, also your health. Maybe you want to become healthier, have a healthier diet, that kind of thing, right? Eat more nutritional stuff, go to gym more, exercise a little bit more, that type of things. So that would be another area. Take it however it resonates. And then the third house, which is learning. Okay, and also third house is related to siblings and neighbors, right? And trips, short trips. So you might be going on a trip, okay? Maybe you haven't taken a vacation for a very long time. So the huge transformation coming your way is you're going to finally take a break, go on a vacation. It's more of a short term, like short trip, okay? Something that you can probably do by car. But it could be, ship and stuff like that too. But I would say like a short type of trip, vacation. Could also be new transformation coming in within your family in regards to your siblings. So maybe your sibling is going to get married, or maybe they're going to have kids or something like that. Something is happening to your siblings, right? So maybe you either get benefited, you're somehow being affected by it, okay? And then, or neighbor. So maybe you're going to have a different neighbor. Maybe by having a different neighbor or some sort of a change within the neighborhood or neighboring area or neighbors or something like that, you're somehow affected by it. So, so I would tend to go for like, I want to give you guys like hope a little bit more. So hopefully it'll be a transformation in towards a better type of thing, right? So you might get new neighbors, or you might be moving to a different neighborhood too. That's a possibility, but I feel like it's more of like having a different neighbor or something like that, or maybe you get to know your neighbor and then you open up your social circle just a little bit more and around your neighborhood area. And then also third is about learning, but it's more like street smart type of knowledge and learning type of things, right? You're going back to the basics. Maybe you want to start writing. Okay, Mercury is about writing. So maybe you want to start journaling or writing. Maybe you want to change up the way you talk. Mercury is about talking. It's about the way you think. So there might be a huge change in the way you think, in the way you talk, in the way maybe you learn and that type of things, okay? So those are the areas that you're going to see a transformation within the next 6 months or so. But it could be happening sooner. Okay, so that's what I see for pile number 1. And if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel, enjoy my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, if you chose pile number 2, these are the cards you got. The first one is enlightenment. Okay, this is the area that you're going to see transformation. You're going to become enlightened. Okay, you're going to realize something, figure out something, a huge enlightenment moment within the next 6 months at the most, but it could happen sooner. Okay, so this is the area, one of the areas that you're going to see a lot of transformation coming in. So like, I would say like spiritually, there's a huge transformation coming our way. So now, This is the karma cards. So we got the North Node. Interesting. And then we got Mars. So we got the planet cards. I mean, North Node is a point, but Mars is a planet. So we didn't get the houses. Usually in astrology, houses is the area that's is about the areas. And so I'm going to talk about the houses that's associated with the planet. North Node is more just like your life path. So wow, enlightenment, and you got the North Node. I think you're going to realize what you are meant to do. Okay, there's a huge transformation. So I really do think that it could be a career thing that you want to change, maybe, or your personal life. You want to change some things up, but you're on the right path to what you're meant to do in this lifetime. Because the North Node is really like, I always interpret it as like the homework that we're supposed to do in this lifetime, right? So North Node is your life path, and there's going to be a huge transformation in that regard. So you're going to be directed, right, more towards what you're meant to do. So and then we got the Mars card. Mars is rules 2 houses, okay, because traditionally it rules Aries and Scorpio. So that would be the 1st and the 8th house. So the 8th house is about transformation, huge transformation, life and death type of transformation. I don't mean it like literally. It could be literal, you know, life and death transformation, but it could be metaphorical, like this, enlightenment. Like you just realize something and you want to shed old skins, like the North Node. You're going towards what you're meant to do, okay? And the 8th house is also about inheritance or debt or taxes. So there might be a huge transformation there as well. You might be inheriting something, right? And or maybe you finally are going to take a look at the debts that you've accumulated and want to do something about that as well. And debt doesn't have to be like a bad debt. It could be, but it could be also like good debt, you know, like your investments, for example, like a house or something like that. So maybe you want to get into a good debt, like invest into a house or something like that, or putting money in stocks or whatever type of investment that you want to do. So maybe that you're trying to figure out your monetary things, right? So there's going to be a huge, like money management, there's going to be a huge transformation there. Yep, and 8th house is about all things occult. Could be very spiritual as well. So there's that. 8th house sometimes is talking about something major, like we were talking about life and death. So it could be not metaphorical, but actual things. So you might be going through a major surgery or some sort of something along those lines, that your life is completely turned around and huge transformation that way. And maybe that's why you have like a huge enlightenment moment, right? So there's that. Whenever we talk about the 8th house, it gets a little bit, you know, deep and serious. But it's definitely a good thing. I always see it as a good thing. Good things coming in, you're you know, going more towards what you're meant to do and stuff like that, okay? And also maybe you are transforming other people's lives, right? You're the enlightener, if there's such a word, right? Healer, right? So maybe you are helping other people, transforming their lives. So that could be that too. Or you're on your path to transform your life, your own life, and the other people's. So the first house is about yourself. So again, huge transformation about what maybe things that you thought about yourself, which is not true. Now you are enlightened and you realized how wrong you were about yourself, right? If it's something bad, or you realize, oh my gosh, I was right the whole entire time. Again, 8th house, first house is usually related to something in the head. Maybe you wanted to become, it could be like beauty things. So you wanted to do some things to like facially, you will take care of your skin, you know, especially like your face. Maybe you want to pick up like makeup or something like that to like transform yourself into someone else, like using makeup type of things. Not necessarily someone else, but you know, just to get a different side of you come out or something like that, right? So something, again, the head, it could be, you know, just like what we see physically, right? But it could also be the things that's inside the head. So again, mental enlightenment. You just realize something. First house is about yourself. So it's not necessarily just the head, although it is kind of having an emphasis on the head, but it's also yourself as a whole, right? How you appear to other people, and maybe you want to change other people's perception of you or something like that, and because you think they got it wrong the whole time or something like that. So you're finally maybe trying to stand up for yourself, or you just don't like how you've been acting or dressed or whatever it is, anything. I'm just throwing out examples, you know. Take it how it resonates, right? And maybe now you want to have a different closet, right? You want to have a different style, or etc., etc. So a lot of like those, or self-confidence, you just become more confident about yourself and that type of things. You're picking up a lot of charisma, right? Huge change in that. So that's what I see for pile number 2. And if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, last but not least, we have pile number 3. Let's take a look at in which area you're going to see a transformation. We got simplicity. Wow, you're going to make things a lot simpler. So that's the transformation. Okay, so it could be anything. It could be you just want to, you're maybe cleaning out your house. You want to get rid of things. Maybe just cleaning out, getting rid of people who are bad for you, right, in your life. Getting rid of that, to back to the basics, back to the simple stuff. Maybe it could be anything, right? So you want to transform things and going back to like simple stuff, being happy about the simple stuff too. Or it could be how you dress, or how you look, how you talk, how you think, right? Everything. So simplicity is the big transformational like theme, okay, for you. So now let's take a look at the area. We got, it's 2 planet cards. I was just drawing the cards randomly, so I don't know. It's just 2 planet cards. So we're going to take a look at the houses that's associated with the planets, because usually houses is the area. Okay, so we got the Jupiter, and we got the South Node. Wow, second pile number 2 got North Node, and you guys got South Node. Holy cow. Okay, Jupiter is the good fortune. Jupiter used to rule Sagittarius and Pisces. So we'll take at both the 9th and the 12th house, okay? So the 9th house is travel, but it's more of an abroad traveling. So something that involves nowadays with airplane, okay? That's going to a different country, something that's farther away. So there might be a huge transformation there. You might be going abroad, either for business trips or maybe just taking a really luxurious vacation. Well, it doesn't have to be luxurious, just like a vacation, but it's abroad, right? So you want to broaden your horizon, maybe. It could be, if it's work related, it just means that you are working with other people from a different culture, different background. If you're traveling more of like leisurely, you are learning different culture, that type of things. The 9th house is also, or Jupiter itself too, it's very spiritual too. So you might be picking up things that's spiritual, especially 12th house, right? Spirituality or religion, something unconscious, okay? There might be a huge transformation there. Jupiter is also about fortune. So a huge fortune is coming your way, like fortunate things, okay? 9th house is also about higher education. So you might be wanting to go back to school or just learn about stuff, right? Going deeper into something. You want to find out more, get more information, research more into something that you are interested in, okay? So there's a huge transformation there. You want to go back to school or something like that. The 9th house, if you are someone that works in the media or something like that, the 9th house is about public, publicity type of thing. So you might be seen more, or it's about publishing. So if you are a writer of some sort, you might be able to get your book or whatever you've written published, or at least presented it to some sort of a publishing house or that kind of thing. So you'll be seen a lot more in that regard, okay? And then the 12th house is about spirituality, it's about confinement and that type of things, but it's about unconscious stuff. I would also say like Pisces is about creativity as well. I mean, it's not the same as the 5th house, but it's more like dreamy stuff, having like a dream, boundaryless, right? So like expansion in that way. So you might be seeing things with a whole new light, a different eye about certain things that you thought you knew, but you realize like you don't, or you want to learn more about. You might be wanting to go into some spirituality or religion stuff. I would say more spirituality stuff, okay? Religion possibly too. Let's see. There's a lot of growth, a lot of expansion coming in for you. So there's that huge transformation. The maturity, you're just becoming more wise, more knowledgeable about life and everything. And maybe that's why you want to go back to simplicity, because life is so complicated sometimes, right? So you want everything else to be simple. And then we have the South Node. The South Node, I always see is something that we are good at, the talent and stuff. And so I wouldn't say like, oh, you're going to transform your talent and things that you're good at. But I would still say that you want to, because Jupiter combined with the South Node, you want to expand. You want to expand on it. You don't want to stay where you are. So you are actually going to reach more, expand what you've already known and good at, and become even better at it, right? So that's a huge transformation there. maybe something that you've always been really good at and you kind of stopped doing it or you know, for a while or whatever, and now you're picking it back up to work on it more, to become even better at it, like we said. So those are like the areas that you're going to see a huge transformation within the next 6 months at the most. It could happen pretty quickly too. Okay, so that's what I see for pile number 3. And if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.